Hi there. We are America's Children of Fallen Heroes, and we have the honor of serving all the kids who've lost a parent in the U.S. military, fallen fire, and fallen law. We are a non political, non denominational 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to ensure that every hero's kid knows that the citizens of the United States recognize their loss, and are committed to helping them achieve the highest potential in life. The ways that we do that, our main programs are our Expression of Appreciation program, which is where we reach out to Americans just like you and ask you to write or to film a short message of encouragement to let these kids know that they haven't been forgotten, that somebody out there cares enough about them to take a moment out of their day to to encourage them and to let them know that there's hope for their future. And hope for a better future is stage one in the Dream Development Project, which is our 10-year commitment to helping these young men and women achieve their greatness in life. We operate under a primary operating principle that states that these young men and women, these are the ones who are living with the ultimate sacrifice for our nation's freedom and safety. And because of that, they deserve the very best that America has to offer. So when we're building a project, when we're operating in a mission, when we have a challenge to solve, we're always coming at it from the perspective of what is the absolute best way to handle this, what is the best, what is deserving of these kids. I am not Ryan. This guy is far much more handsome. Um, and this will be replaced with whichever person is presenting, whichever chapter president is going to be presenting this. And so we're flexible, quite flexible. In 2000, we began serving uh, the the widows and orphans of fallen military as children of fallen soldiers. And then in 2012, we began to rebrand to America's Children of Fallen Heroes so that we could bring fallen fire departments and law enforcement under our umbrella of services. Our Since then, I mean, what we started doing is collecting these messages of encouragement, and we'd have events and gift drops and special assistance projects, and all of that is fine and good. It was all appreciated, but the military widows that we worked with, they started asking for something that was more long term, that would have some type of lasting benefit for their kids. And it was last year that was the culmination of about 5 years of development to build a program that was worthy of their kids. And we put together the Dream Development Project, which is a 10-year commitment to a young man or woman to help them achieve their dreams, to achieve their greatness in life. And recognize you can never replace a parent, but we're going to come as close as you possibly can to replicate the love and the passion and the care and concern that a parent has for developing and empowering that greatness that is inside of absolutely every one of us, every one of these kids, and help them bring it out. And that's what the Dream Development Project is. There are multiple steps that they go through, starting with, like we mentioned before, having hope for a better future and knowing that there is something great for them. And once they have that, then they can move on to the next step, which is target acquisition, where you start to figure out, why am I on this planet? What am I here to do? And what is my dream? And when you get through that process, you start defining that and putting it down on paper and actually coming together with a life plan. And once you get that life plan put together, and there's many fail points where you come back and you realize where you need to grow and you develop. Once they hit a certain point, then through this program, we put together an advisory board specific to that life plan with a team of experts who are the ones who will help them start building and living that dream. And that takes us into the next step, which is building the dream. And as they're building the dream, in that written plan, there is a delineation of when you move from building a dream to living a dream. And as an example, if you're building a business, that might be when you're in your first dollar. If you're going to be a doctor, that's maybe graduating from college. And that's that delineation from building to living, moving into the next step of living your dream. And then the final step is, after living the dream, in this plan, having a thought out method of how you're going to create a legacy out of your dream so that it lives beyond you and helps others. Uh, this is one of the tools that we use. It's called the WELHA Wheel. One of our mottos is work hard, enjoy life, help others. And this is a tool that helps us to break a life into manageable pieces so that we can help in personal development and dig into where you currently are, where you want to be, and how you're going to get there. So in order to launch, we recognize that we need to grow. There are currently around 1,800 families that we work with around the world, primarily within the military. And as we started rebranding to bring Fallen Fire and Fallen Law under the umbrella, we realized how overwhelming it is, and that we know of, there are over 40,000 families that could use the services, and we need to grow to be able to properly be successful at that mission. So our answer to that is, one, from an advocacy point of view, we need to get on the road. And so we created this national tour that is about to launch. And in order to get out there, we created a national tour vehicle, and we reached out to the greatest manufacturers out there and the greatest builders. And it was just such a miracle how everybody got behind this project. And we now have this amazing vehicle that everybody donated all of the labor and all of the parts to put this all together and make it what it is. And so now we have a vehicle to get out on the road and to accomplish our mission. This is, on behalf of A Grateful Nation, this is the book that we will publish after we've been on the road for a couple years and we've collected these messages of encouragement. This will be the culmination. Our plan is to have this published at the end of 2017. And on behalf of A Grateful Nation is what the soldier, sailor, Marine, or airman or Coast Guardian says to the military widow when they hand over the flag at the funeral. And so when this was initially designed, it was an expression of America's love and care and concern for these families and our appreciation for their sacrifice. So with this tour, we'll be collecting messages of encouragement, and we will be taking the families that a lot of the families that we work with out on adventures and getting them out into nature and having just an incredible time. And then we'll also be planting chapters in strategic locations all around the country. And these chapters they'll serve a lot of functions as far as volunteer bases, as well as being the boots on the ground support for our mentorship program as we're rolling it out. So here's our challenge, and this is where we really need you. From a funding perspective, we're still over $20,000 behind our stage one goal, and our stage one funding is what enables us to get on the road and be out there. We've got 3 legs for 2016 planned. where we're going across the country and back, and we've got targeted events and chapters to plant and volunteers to train and families to work with and help and build communities around them. And that's what these chapters essentially will become. From a talent standpoint, we need great minds to build this future. And we need people who can think out of the box and solve problems and have a passion for uh, help making connections and being mentors. And then from a muscle standpoint, I mean, we just need beautiful people who are willing to, with that servant's heart, who are willing to help and to, help process messages of encouragement and to help be on the phones and to help, build chapters and so we're building a family. We're building a family that can make a massive impact and help these families and give them what they deserve, which is the absolute best that America has to offer. And if you're seeing this and you're interested in getting involved, then find out from the person who shared it with you how to get involved. If you can't find the person who shared it with you, or you just stumbled across this message, then go to heroeskids.org and click on contact us and find us and get on the phone, get an email out, and let's figure out how to get you involved in the solution for the challenge that these families face. Thank you so very much for taking the time to watch this, and we look forward to helping you build your dreams.